decided that today I was going to try out these mini 2-ingredient fried donuts, and I honestly was surprised with how they turned out. I will link the recipe in the description down below, so make sure to check that out. The dough itself is supposed to be quite sticky, which makes it hard to handle and a very tough workout on your arms, so make sure you use something sturdy when you are mixing it. Also, make sure to oil all your utensils before you try to handle the dough, otherwise it's just going to stick everywhere. Since there are no eggs, you don't have to risk the donuts being raw, like dangerously raw. But to make sure they're cooked all the way through, make sure they're a light golden brown color on the outside. After I finished frying the donuts and I was letting them cool, I decided to get to work on this glaze, which is only 4 ingredients. And at this point I was like, this is too good to be true and still taste amazing. Yet the donuts by themselves, even without anything on them, taste really good. And I might have eaten more than I saved. I have to admit, I did struggle quite a bit with this glaze. At first it didn't stick, and then I tried putting it into the fridge to set a little bit, but it still would not stick. Turns out you actually have to heat the glaze up a little bit more so that it will stay on the donuts. But when I made the chocolate glaze, which was basically just cocoa powder with the vanilla glaze, it stuck so well to the donuts and it tasted even better than the vanilla. So if I were you, I would just skip the vanilla and go straight to the chocolate. The third and final topping that you can put on is just cinnamon sugar, and the donuts with cinnamon sugar taste fantastic as well. All in all, these donuts tasted absolutely amazing and delicious, and I will most certainly make these again. However, I wouldn't use plain Greek yogurt, I would use vanilla. Now it was time to start making the churro. The churro recipe is a lot more complicated, as you have to heat the milk on the stove and then mix the flour into the warm milk while it's still on the stove. Once you've done that, transfer it to a stand mixer. You don't have to have a stand mixer to make this, but it's just a lot easier. And then mix it up a little bit to let out most of the heat that's been trapped inside. Once the heat has mostly been released, you can start adding in your eggs one by one until they're fully combined. Don't forget to scrape down your sides as you go along. Then transfer that into a piping bag and pipe and cut into your oil, which will be the same temperature as it was for the donut. Pat your churros dry after they come out of the oil, and just toss them lightly in some cinnamon sugar to give that really churro-like feel. These churros were so light and crunchy and delicious, I absolutely fell in love with them, and these would even be good as a donut recipe. I have 100% fallen in love with these recipes, and I hope that you guys will try them out for yourselves. It is not a waste of your time or your ingredients. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Hope you come back next weekend. Bye!